Hey everybody, Jeep here. It's going to be a weird video, but I'll see if I can do it all in one take. What you're looking at now is a trailer for a game called Lone Chef. And the reason I'm showing you this is, number one, this video just came out recently. It's a Korean indie game. The other reason is 1 year ago, I met the devs who were working on this game, and I interviewed them and talked to them, and I thought the game was pretty cool. But it's really cool to see how far it's come in a year. If you look at my interview that I did a year ago, you'll see a different version of the game that, was very much a work in progress. I mean, this is a work in progress too, but wow, holy cow, this has improved a lot. And so this got me thinking, I interviewed maybe 20 devs, 25, I don't know. I interviewed a lot of devs last year at Play Expo. And so what I wanted to do is basically a where are they now? Like what happened with those games from the people that I interviewed. So I looked up the information and I'm just going to share with you kind of what happened with each of those devs. Again, this is Lone Chef. Check it out. It's coming soon on Steam, it says. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's see if we can do this in one take. So here's all the different interviews that I did. So I talked to this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, and then a huge group of people. I combined basically 19 interviews into a very long video. I'm not going to, re-show all of those, but I'm just going to go one by order of appearance and talk about what happened to each of these. So actually the first one is an interview that you never saw. This one is Gongji's Crunch Time, which is a programming game. The reason you never saw this interview is because somehow I'm an idiot, and we recorded a whole interview together and it just vanished into the ether. I never could find it. It wasn't on my memory card. I'm pretty sure I pressed record. I don't know how it got deleted. It was just gone. And it was a good interview, so that's sad. I've talked to the devs since then, and I want to interview them again, and they say a good time would be when they start to leave early access. So that's where they are now. They're in early access. That's what happened since I interviewed them. I also played the early access version of the game on my channel, and I have a video all about that. So yeah, that's Joyful Joe's Gongji's Crunch Time. Next game. This is a game that... Oh, wait. We'll come back to this. Okay, so two other games. We have... I interviewed this woman named Yurei, who is, I think, a genius. She made this really cool game called Hoyeonjigi, which I played on the channel before I had talked to her. She's just in college now. She's working on her education. I went to see if there was new information. I also emailed her, and I haven't heard back. But as far as I know, she isn't developing anything new that I know of yet. So no information there. If there is, maybe I'll do a separate video on that. Next one, also sort of a missed opportunity here. I interviewed the guy making this game called Stellar, and it's like this rhythm game that seems like really cool. I also couldn't find any new information. I emailed him, and if I hear more, I'll let you know, but no information there. Okay, so there's sort of three misfires. Let's go to this one next. So this game, when I interviewed them, was called 28. I thought it was a weird name for the game, but they've actually changed the name now. It's called Toddori. This is a really cool rhythm game. I just love it. It's coming soon to early access, as it says here, and there is a demo that you can play right now. It's a free demo. I played the demo on the channel. It's really fun. I recommend the game. I think it's cool. Yeah, I love these devs. I love the interview that I did with them. It's maybe the best interview I've ever done. I just thought they had a really, really interesting way of talking about it. Okay, so next, Game Sapiens. This is a guy who made board games and card games. I found that they actually updated their website in June of this year. So this is a new updated website. And they sell all of their card games and board games only in Korea, but they are here to buy if you want to look at what games they have and things like that. If you happen to live in Korea, you can get things shipped to you, I believe. So that's what these are. So yeah, that's Game Sapiens. Next one, I'm a huge fan of this developer, TARP. I did a cool interview with the dev of TARP. and he's making this game called NQC, which I'm super actually like really excited about. It says it's releasing Q3 this year. I looked, I haven't found any new information, so I don't know if that's still the plan or if plans have changed, but he seems like a really hard worker. I hope this game comes out because I really want to play it. It looks like amazing. Yeah, that's what that is. Okay, so next we have X Invader. I've mentioned this before. This is a game I actually did like the tiniest amount of work on. I helped with the translations from Korean to English. You know, as you can see, this is a Vampire Survivor game. It's really cool. I worked with these devs previously also, doing the translations on a different game. And if they make another game, I'd love to work with them again. I think they're really fun to talk to, and I think they're doing cool stuff. So since I did the interview with them, this game actually, it went into early access, and then it is fully released now. It's a great game. I think you should check it out, not just because I worked on it, but it's actually a genuine Vampire Survivor game. It's got a lot of funny humor and stuff like that. Okay, moving on. So this is Univia. They're making a horror game called Neapolitan Hotel. Neapolitan is like, it's the sort of the Korea. So Neapolitan pasta in Korea is like a creepy pasta in English. It's sort of like a literal translation of the creepy pasta. So it just means like spooky stuff, spooky stories kind of thing. So anyway, very indie game. This trailer is pretty old, 10 months. I couldn't find anything new. I looked around. I just couldn't find anything. So that's where that is. I guess maybe it's stalled or maybe there's nothing. I don't know. Okay, so this game, when I interviewed them, it had a different name. I think it was called like Fallen Leaves or something. But now the game was renamed to Our Portfolio, which is a much better name, honestly. It shipped on Stove and then it shipped on Steam. I think it's also on mobile. It's primarily a mobile game. But it's cool. It's about one of my favorite cities in Korea called Daegu. I love that city, and this game's take place in that city. It's sort of a simulation game. I haven't played it, honestly. It doesn't look like my type of game, but it does seem cool. The art's cool, things like that. Devs were nice when I talked to them. Okay. So then there's this game called Beat the Beat, Rhythm Action. I thought this game looked really fun, and I thought it would be pretty cool to play on PC, but as far as I can tell, since I interviewed them, it only released on mobile. This is the Google Store. It might be on the Apple Store. I don't know. I'm not going to bother to look. I'm sorry. But, man, why doesn't this come out on PC? It looks pretty good. Oh, I can watch a trailer, actually. Maybe that'll be a better representation of what this is. Oh, maybe we'll get some live information here. So anyway, that's the game. Looks cool. Okay, what else we got? So next, Revatio. This game's cool. It's like a strategy game with a lot of horror elements and really cool pixel animation and art. Kind of reminds me of Blasphemous. I think it was influenced pretty heavily by the Blasphemous style. But yeah, since I interviewed them, this game shipped on Steam. It's a free demo also if you just want to try it. I think it's a pretty cool game. I never played the full version, honestly, but it seems like a cool strategy game. Ooh. Ooh, what's that noise? Oh no, it's over here. Sorry. Sorry, everybody. Okay. So, next. Okay, so I interviewed the devs working on this game called Revenant. I guess I maybe should show a video of that because the animation is really cool. They're working on a new game, a sequel to Revenant called Project Revenant. A little bit confusing. It says it has some release date coming up. We don't know when. I'll show Revenant because that was the game I interviewed them about. And it was out at the time that I talked to them, but they were still doing like a lot of updates to the game, like continuing the story of the game and things like that. Let's see. See anything here? Here we go. Yeah, so here's Revenant. Pretty cool side-scrolling shooter game. And yeah, I hope the sequel goes well. I wish these guys well. They were really fun to talk to. I mean, everybody was fun to talk to, I guess. These guys, very young, very hardworking. I think they'll do something cool with the sequel. Love the graphics. Okay, so this is the Demon? I don't know how you pronounce the dev name. They were working on a VR game called Zombie Korea. That game released, and they've actually released a couple games since then. One of the other games that they released is called Wild West: The Last Cowboy. Here it is. So yeah, looks like cover shooter kind of thing in VR. They do a lot of VR games. I'm not sure if they do only VR games, but yeah, that's what they're doing. Okay, Flawless Darkness. This is a game for
trapped in a maze
people
with
who
no
can't
light
see,
at all.
who are blind.
You must find the door to escape from
and so
the maze.
the entire game is done with audio. I played a version of this. I think I played the demo of this before I went to the festival, or maybe it was the full version that I played. No, it must have been a demo if I look at the release date here, or maybe like early access version. So since I talked to them, the full version came out. There's a demo you can download too. If you know anybody who is blind, this might be an interesting game for them. It's like you navigate a dungeon and you avoid monsters, and I think you can fight also, but anyway, pretty interesting game. Okay, so Simplay. This is a puzzle game, pretty much just a puzzle game, but it's kind of cool. It's like a level editor combined with a puzzle game where you modify the level. So you could think of it a little bit like Lemmings or Mario March of the Minis, if anybody ever played that game, or something like that. And yeah, this game is still not out, as you can see, released Q4 of this year, but the devs of this did send me a demo privately, and I played that demo and I posted a video of it with their permission, of course. So I played a demo of this, so if you want to see what it looks like, I played it for maybe 2 hours. It was really fun. I love puzzle games. Next we have Over the Horizon. So this game looks, so beautiful. The animation looks so cool. There's no information on a release date. I could not find any information or any updates about what's going on with this game. Really hope this is coming out because it just looks cool. Like, just an interesting side-scrolling beat 'em up. So yeah, we'll see. I emailed them to just see if there was any new information. Haven't heard back yet. Hope there's something going on there. This game, okay, so this is a visual novel game. Lemogeton Diary. So Lemogeton Diary. I don't know if this is a real word, but it's a visual novel. There's a demo out on Stove now. I think that demo came out after I interviewed them. Yeah. But I couldn't find any information beyond that. So it looks like just a demo. This dev has done a lot of games actually. So I suspect they'll keep going with this and it'll eventually come out and they'll move on to other things. But yeah, they have quite a following. Lucky Fish. Okay, I shouldn't have left that tab open. So there's a developer called Lucky Fish who's working on Discovery Girl. This video, as you can see, is a year old. I could not find any new information about this developer, about this game. It seems like they may have vanished, unfortunately. It was a mobile game. Like a mobile Diablo-ish type adventure game, something like that. Yeah, no information. They're just gone as far as I can tell. Stop. Okay, so then, yeah, Team Tetrapod, they worked on a game, a series called Staffer. There's several different visual novels, like detective games in the Staffer series. Really cool, really well, highly rated. I actually have not played any of them because I think the Korean in them is a little bit above my level, or at least detective games are pretty difficult for me because I have to have a lot of comprehension to understand them. Anyway, their Staffer game that I interviewed them about, it came out. This dev is really prolific. They do a lot of games. As far as I know, they're just one dev studio. But since then, they also announced and released this game called Diceier, which is a spin-off of the Stafford series. It's not, well, it has a lot of story in it, but it's a little bit more mechanics-based, I guess. It's kind of a puzzle game. Pretty interesting. Not reviewed too well, unfortunately. I played it. I played the demo of it for Steam Next Fest. I thought it was all right. I kind of want to play the full version at some point. But yeah, that's what that is. You can see it's kind of influenced by Inscription. So it has a little bit of Inscription in it, a little bit of visual novel in it. Interesting game. I'm sure they'll do tons of stuff after. They've done so many things. Okay, so Luna's Twilight. I don't know if it had a different name when I interviewed them. I think it might have been Luna's Twilight. But yeah, this game, it came out on Stove. Stove, if you don't know, is kind of like a Korean Steam. It does ship into other countries. I think you can buy games in North America as well. But it also shipped on Steam. So here it is. It's a visual novel for women. So just add the extra specifier there. If you are a woman and you want to date beefcakes, here they are in a fantasy world. Yeah, the game always looked interesting to me. I hope they go on to do some other cool stuff, but that's all they have right now as far as I know. Okay, so then there's this game, Episode. I thought it was called something else when I interviewed them, or maybe it didn't even have a name yet. It is here. It has a demo, I think. Yeah, it now has a demo, which was released after I talked to them, but nothing since then. No new information. So maybe it's still in development. I'm not sure. I haven't played the demo. Moonbase Lambda. Wow, this game is so cool. I thought this game was maybe one of the coolest looking games that I saw at Play Expo. This game came out not very recently, in March. So it came out not too long ago, and it's a full release. It looks like there's not a demo anymore. There was for Steam Next Fest, but I mean, it's a small indie game. It's cheap. If you just look at it and you're like, oh, I think I like this game, you'll like this game. It basically plays like what it looks like. It's sort of a horror game. You're trying to, I would say it's similar to Amnesia, The Dark Descent. So you're trying to avoid this monster as you navigate a randomly generated moon base and trying to escape by, collecting the items you need and interacting with the computers you need and stuff like that. Very cool game, sort of roguelike-ish. Yeah. Okay, so this game, By Your Side, this is a visual novel. This game, I guess, had already come out before I interviewed this dev. He was just promoting it at the expo. I never played the full version, so I don't know. I thought that it was cool how it looks like it's in a very realistic setting. It's kind of K-drama-ish. I like realistic settings because I learn a lot from them. They have a lot of real items and things like that. Or real objects, I should say. But yeah, since then, I did not see any games that they were working on or have released. There's nothing announced. So I don't know. Maybe they're still out there. Maybe they're working on something. They were also working on and promoting a shooter game when I talked to them. And that was previously released as well. Okay, last one. Here we go. So this is Throw Anything Radiation Zombies, which there was a demo for Steam Next Fest that I played on the channel. You can go find that somewhere on my channel. And then it says it's coming soon to early access. It's been that way for quite a while. I occasionally have talked to one of the devs, or one of the producers, works at Visual Light. Super cool, super nice guy. Love talking to him. Whenever I bump into him, we have a chat. It's a great time. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on with this game, if it's still going, if they have some new stuff in planning. I guess we'll see where it goes. Yeah, it's an action game, kind of for kids. And yeah, that's it. Oh, yeah, that's the whole list. So, yeah, I guess I'll just go back and, show you this page again. Here's all the interviews. If you want to just see the interviews, and by the way, they're in Korean, but there's subtitles in English for all the interviews that I've done with Korean devs. Just go to playlists and then go to 개발자 interview. I guess that's not so helpful for English-speaking people.
Denim was originally designed to be super rigid, and that's not what people need. They need functionality.
I guess. So here you can see this is all the interviews that I've done. This one has 19 interviews, so it's pretty long. But yeah, that is all those interviews, and where those devs are now you know. Like I said, there's a few I've emailed because I'm curious where they're at, and I haven't heard. I'll check my email right now just in case I have a live update for you. Nope. No, I do not. I don't think so. Let me check. This would be fun if it was true. Oh, I do. I do have a live update for Over the Horizon. Wow, it's a kind of a long email. Okay, hold on. Let me find a way to bring this up, and I'll do a AI translation just so I'm not like trying to translate it as I read. Wow, this is breaking news. Oh no. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. This is what happens when I try to do things in one take. Everything goes wrong at the end. How do I get to Papago? Oh no. Okay. Give me a minute. I will get this. Hang in there. Okay. So let's see. Whew. Okay. Hopefully this isn't a sad message. I would be pretty sad about that. Let's see. Okay. So here's the message. And we'll take it into Papago. Papago, if you don't know, is a pretty good translation tool for Korean to English. It works better than the Korean one, or the Google in some ways. Hello, I'm Cho Chan-wook, CEO of F-Thrill in Asia, who I met on Play X4. It's been a while. Yeah, again, the translation isn't perfect. Fortunately, our team has been developing Over the Horizon well without giving up. Indie game development is hell, but that's how fun it is. The last time we met, a lot of things in the game were changing like crazy. Many things in the game are still changing and developing this year. Every year, the game changes beyond recognition, so we are sometimes surprised. Recently, Over the Horizon has cemented its identity as a stylish action metropolis. In our game, fast and colorful, stylistic action is more important than anything else, and I think that's the key fun factor. Rather than being stuck in the framework of the metropolitan genre, we're creating a game that intensively develops great action and combat. We still have a lot to improve, but I'm working hard to fill in the empty parts of the game. Our team is focusing on preparing demo to be released to Steam during Q3 2025. So that would be this year, maybe in a couple months. I hope I can greet you again with an advanced game. I'll let you know to Jeep as well when we release the new demo soon. Oh, that's great. Okay. So let's see. Over the Horizon. I'll bring it up again. Where was that? Over the Horizon. Oh, here we go. So yeah, this is the game that we were talking about. Yeah, I'm super excited for this game, and let me know when that demo comes out. I'll definitely play it and share it on the channel. I don't usually play demos on the channel, but I don't know. I guess I would do it as a nice idea. Look at that. It's great. Cool particle effects. Yeah. Well, anyway, I wish him well. I will check my email again, just in case I got one more email while I was reading that one. That'd be something. Do another live update if it's there. Nope, that's it. Okay, well, anyway, everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for bearing with me on an English video. I know I don't do them a lot. I do them occasionally, so if you subscribe, I guess maybe you'll see those occasionally. I'll show you this, one more thing. If you go to the playlist section of my YouTube channel, you'll also see one playlist called, I think it's called English Stuff. Oh boy, even I can't find it. English Stuff. Well, that's not good. English? There it is. Sorry. Jeep Barnett's English Stuff. So if you go to this playlist, you'll see all the videos that I've done that are actually just in English. It's not a lot, but they're there. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. And congrats to all the devs who shipped their game, who got to early access, who made progress. And for the ones who are still struggling, you know, like he said, development is hell, but that's how fun it is. Good luck with your games, and yeah, I'll see you around. Hope to talk to you again. Hope to go to Play Expo again. I forgot to say one thing. I was invited to Play Expo this year, the festival. I decided not to go because my visa situation is crazy. I'm still working on that. Hopefully I can go again in the future. Please invite me again. Please. I'd love to go. Thank you so much for the invites, everybody, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye.